In football, there are stories built on trophies and then there are stories built on love. And the tale of Lionel Andres Messi and FC Barcelona has always belonged to the second kind. This was not just a player and a club. It was a bond stitched into the streets of Catalonia, whispered in the chants of Camp Nou, etched into the dreams of a generation. Messi arrived as a frail boy from Rosario, clinging to hope and growth hormone treatments the club paid for. He grew not just into a legend, but into Barcelona's heartbeat. The club became his family, the city his sanctuary, the crest his identity. And yet, in our reality, that sacred connection shattered in the summer of 2021, not because of betrayal or ambition, but because of financial collapse, mismanagement, and cruel twists of fate. Tears fell, press cameras clicked, and the world watched Messi say goodbye to the only home he ever knew. But today, we rewrite destiny. Today, we imagine a universe where heartbreak never came, where the legend never walked away in pain, and where Barcelona, battered, bruised, but unbroken, found a way to keep their greatest son. So let us enter the alternate timeline, where loyalty wins, where love prevails, and where Lionel Messi's Barcelona story never ends in farewell, but in eternal glory. Summer 2021, a storm in Catalonia. Financial chaos engulfed Barcelona, debts stacked like mountains, wages inflated by past regimes, and La Liga's financial fair play rules squeezed harder than ever. In reality, Barcelona pleaded and fought but ultimately failed to register Messi's contract. But in this timeline, the story bends another way. Instead of panic and collapse, leadership stands tall. Joan Laporta, the returning president determined to restore honor, negotiates with La Liga, restructures contracts, cuts unnecessary salaries, and convinces veterans like Piqué, Busquets, and Jordi Alba to take emotional pay reductions. Not forced cuts, but proud sacrifices made to defend the badge they grew up worshipping. Sponsors rally, fans throw support behind the rebuild, and La Liga, aware of what Messi means to its identity and global power, grants a temporary adjustment window to protect the league's greatest asset. In a packed press room, anticipation hangs thick in the air. Reporters lean forward. Fans hold their breath across the world. Then the announcement lands like divine music. Messi stays. Camp Nou erupts. Children cry. Elders wipe tears. Banners unfurl across balconies and streets. El último amor nunca muere. True love never dies. Messi steps to the podium, eyes soft, smile glowing, and simply says, "This is my home. I never wanted to leave." There is no heartbreak speech, no trembling farewell, just a promise sealed in loyalty. Barcelona is not losing its soul, it is recovering it. The 2021-22 season begins, not with desperation, but with rebirth. Xavi Hernandez, the midfield maestro now turned philosopher coach, returns to lead the team earlier than in our reality, hungry to rebuild Barcelona into what it once stood for. Messi greets him like a brother, and together they craft a project built on identity, not panic buying. They do not chase the market, they trust the academy. La Masia boys, Pedri with his Iniesta-like serenity, Gavi with fire in his veins, Araujo defending with warrior spirit, Ansu Fati carrying the number 10 with pride, grow not under stress but under guidance. Fans don't just watch football, they witness a resurgence of philosophy. Tiki-taka breathes again. Mistakes happen, struggles come, but they are not symptoms of collapse. They are battle scars earned on the road back to greatness. Messi evolves too. He does not try to carry everything alone like in his final years. He becomes the conductor, the mentor, the quiet genius orchestrating magic. Goals still arrive, beautiful, effortless goals. But just as valuable are the passes, the advice whispered to Pedri in games, the hand placed on Gavi's shoulder after a reckless tackle, the comforting arm around Ansu's fragile return. Barcelona finishes the season lifting La Liga, not with overwhelming dominance but with emotional triumph. Messi raises the trophy with his sons by his side, voice cracking as he tells fans, "We are building something together." And the world believes him. Then comes the 2022-23 season, the season of destiny. Europe watches Barcelona with curiosity. Some doubt, some fear, but everyone pays attention. This is not a team chasing revenge or validation. It is a family rediscovering greatness together. The Champions League becomes a battlefield where youth meets experience, passion meets wisdom. 2024 becomes Messi's farewell season, but not because he was pushed, not because politics forced him, not because his salary strangled the club. He stays by choice and he leaves by honor. Every stadium he visits rises. Opponents bow, commentators whisper, fans chant his name not with sorrow, but with gratitude. 12-year-olds in La Masia train harder, knowing they witnessed greatness firsthand. The world sees a legend not chasing validation in a new league, not seeking a final paycheck, but closing his chapter gracefully, like a king handing down his crown. His final match at Camp Nou feels like time slowing. Messi walks the pitch touching the grass, blessing the stadium that raised him. Chants echo, not desperate but eternal. Messi, Messi, Messi. He scores one last goal, a gentle left-foot finish as simple as breathing. He kisses the badge one final time and raises his hands to the sky. And then with tears, but peaceful tears, he waves goodbye, not broken, but fulfilled. At his retirement ceremony, legends stand beside him. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Puyol, Alba, not separated by time and circumstance, but united in triumph. Messi speaks softly. Barcelona gave me everything. I gave everything back. No PSG chapter, no fractured ending. Only family, only love, only home. And as he walks off, Camp Nou whispers forever. Messi is not just a player. Messi is Barcelona. In this universe, the greatest love story in modern football does not end in heartbreak. It ends in harmony. Titles reclaimed, identity restored, and a farewell shaped by joy, not sorrow. Barcelona rises not because they chased money or power, but because they embraced loyalty, youth, philosophy, and one man whose left foot rebuilt dreams. Messi did not leave for Paris, did not chase redemption, did not search for closure, because he already had everything he ever needed. And Barcelona did not lose its soul, because it never let it go. Some legends chase glory, others build it, but only one stayed to become it. And in this timeline, Lionel Messi's love story never broke. It lived, breathed, triumphed, and ended not in tears of pain, but in tears of forever.